Hello friends, recently 10 plus 1 paper was held by Haryana board in schools. In this video I am going to solve that question paper. In this particular video I am just solving first 12 questions, that is each of 1 mark. For 2 marks question a different video is there and 2 more videos of 3 marks and 5 marks questions are there. So you can watch those videos for those questions. In this video, I am just solving 1 marks question and with full explanation. At the end of the video, the key is shown, so you can watch the key there. Also, here is also the key for these 12 questions. If you want complete explanation, then you may watch complete video thoroughly. So keep on watching. Now let us see the first question of this paper. That is, first question is 3 balls projected upwards with the same initial speed at an angle 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. Let the range of the ball be expressed by r theta. Then these 4 options are given. So we have to find out, we have to calculate the values at different angles, that is 30, 45 and 60. As we know that the formula for range is r, that is equal to u square sine 2 theta divided by g. If we go to the different angles, that is r30 and r60 and r45, these terms, 3 terms we have to calculate. We know that for theta is equal to 45 degree sine 2 theta, theta value of theta is 45, that will give sine 90, that is equal to 1, which is the maximum value of this. So the 40 angle of 45 will give the maximum value. So here it is okay, but in this first case, if we goes to this, then r45 give the maximum value and this is r60 and this is r30. According to this is wrong relation, so we shouldn't select this. Another reason is that for 2 angle of projection, one is theta and another is 90 minus theta, that will give the same horizontal range. If we write 30 and another angle 90 minus 30, that is equal to 60. So these 2 angles will give the same horizontal range. It means r30 must be equal to r60. Again, here r30 and r60 are not equal, so this option is not correct. Now moving towards this, again there is the difference between r30 and r60, so this is also wrong. Now moving towards this, we know that the r45 will give maximum value, it is shown here, so it is greater than r30, so C is the correct option. Now moving towards the D, it is r45 is lesser than r60. This is wrong because r45 is giving the maximum value, so this is wrong statement. So answer for the first question is C. C is the correct answer, that is r45 is greater than r30. Now this was the first question. Now moving towards the second question. Second question is here that the following particles are moving with the same velocity. The particle with maximum momentum is, here it is given that all the particles are moving with same velocity. As we know that momentum, formula for momentum is mass into velocity. Here V is constant. So only thing is changing is the mass of the particles, and we know that the alpha particles are heaviest in all the 4 particles. So the momentum for the heaviest particle will be maximum, as only mass is changing here. So C is the correct option in this case. So alpha particle have maximum momentum. So this is the answer for the second part. Now moving to the third question. Now third question is, in elastic collision, both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. Yes, it is okay. Both momentum and kinetic energy are not conserved. No. Momentum is conserved and kinetic energy is not conserved. Everything is conserved. Momentum is not conserved and kinetic energy is conserved. This is again wrong. So in elastic collision, both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. So for the third part of first question, A is the correct option. Now moving towards the next question, that is fourth part of the first question. When the momentum of a body is increased by 3 times, the kinetic energy becomes. We know that the relation between kinetic energy and momentum is equal to p square by 2m, where p is the momentum and this is the kinetic energy. If we write this kinetic energy by say k. Now let us consider new kinetic energy is k dash and momentum becomes 3 times of its initial value, that is 3p. So at the p we write 3p and square of this divided by 2m. Then we know that 3 square is 9, 9p square by 2m. So k dash is equal to 9 times of k. So it is kinetic energy is 9 times. So 9 times is the correct option. So D is the correct option for this fourth question. Now moving towards to the fifth question. That is 1 kilowatt hour is equivalent to 1 kilowatt hour is equivalent to. Now we know that the 1 kilowatt hour that is equal to 1 kilowatt is equal to that is 3.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 joule. This is the right answer. How it is right? That is, we know that 1 watt is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. Now 1 kilowatt that is equal to 1000 watt. Then hour is there, that is 3600 seconds are there. So on multiplying this we get 36, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is this much. That is we can write 3.6 into 10 raised to the power 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 3.6 into this much. So this is the right answer. So D is the correct answer. Now moving towards the next question. Kepler's third law relates the planetary laws of motion. That is, we know that Kepler's third law, according to Kepler's third law, T square is directly proportional to RQ. Here, T is directly proportional R, not okay. This is again wrong. This is also wrong because T square is directly proportional to RQ. Now, taking the square root on both sides, we get that is T is directly proportional to R raised to the power 3 by 2. So this is the correct answer. So D is the correct answer. For the sixth question, T is directly proportional to R raised to the power 3 by 2. Now moving towards the seventh question. Seventh question is the weight of the body at the center of the earth is. Weight of the body at the center of earth is. As we know that the maximum weight of the body is at maximum weight. Maximum weight is at surface. As we know that as we move away from the surface, either we are moving upward direction from the surface or moving toward the center, the value of G decreases. As the value of G decreases, we know that weight is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. As value of G decreases, weight will also decrease. So at center it becomes 0. So 0 is the right answer. So for seventh part, A is the correct answer. Now moving towards the next question. A synchronous relay satellite reflects TV signals and transmit TV programs from one part of the world to the other because of the first part is period of revolution is greater than the period of rotation of the earth about its axis. This is not the right option. Again moving towards the second part, period of revolution is less than the period of rotation of earth about its axis. Again this is wrong option. Here it is clearly written that from one part to other part of the world, because of we are transmitting the TV signals. Now again, so this is again wrong. Moving towards the third part, that is period of the revolution is equal to the period of rotation of the earth about its axis. Yes, this is the right option. Mass is less than the mass of the earth. This is not okay. So for the eighth question of first part, C is the right option. Now moving towards the next question. Question number 9. The viscous force acting on a solid ball moving in air with terminal velocity v is directly proportional to. As we know that in Stokes law relates this velocity with the force, viscous force. F is equal to 6 pi neta rv. So this is the option. Here we can see here that is v and F are directly proportional. So B is the right option. So for ninth part, B is the right option. Now moving towards the next 10th question. The 10th question is, in a cyclic process, the internal energy of gas. This is the cyclic process. And in case of cyclic process, we know that system comes to its initial state. So system comes to its initial state, so there should be no change in internal energy. So in this case, C is the right option, that is remains constant. There should be no change. Next question, question number 11. Here it is given that the number of degrees of freedom of a molecule of a monoatomic gas will be number of degrees of freedom. We know that the formula for number of degrees of freedom F is equal to 3n minus R, where n is the number of atoms and R is the restriction imposed by physical laws. So in this case, since we are dealing with the monoatomic gas, for monoatomic gas, value of n is 1 and R is 0. There are no restriction on this. So value of F will be equal to 3 multiplied by 1 minus 0. Again, this is 3. So 3 is the number of degrees of freedom for the monoatomic gas. Now moving towards the 12th question. So in case of 12th question, you can see here SI unit of gas constant is. SI unit of gas constant is. We know that PV is equal to RT and RT. This is the gas equation, and we are going to find out the units for gas constant. So R, that will be equal to PV by NT. Again here P into V. P into V is here, and P into V becomes work. So unit of this becomes joule, and N is written in mole, and T is the temperature which is expressed in Kelvin. So joule, mole, Kelvin. This is the right answer. So C is that. So this was the part of the question paper. All these questions were of 1 mark, and these are solved here. If we want to make the key for all these, we can again write here. I am just writing the key for first part, second part, third part, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th. 12 questions are there. So for the first part, the right answer is C. So for second part, let us move back. Here is the for B. For third part, it is A. For fourth part, it is D. For fifth part, it is D. For sixth part, it is D. For seventh part, it is A. For 8th part it is C. For 9th part it is B, or for 10th part it is C, and for 11th part it is C, and for 12th it is C. So if we write here C, C, for 3rd part it was A, for 4th part it was D, for 5th part it was D, for 6th it was again D, for 7th it was A, for 8th it was C, and for 9th it was B, and for 10th it was C, and for 11th part of the first question it was C, and you can see here for 12th part it was C. So this was the first question. You can continue to watch another video for questions of 2 marks. The whole paper will be solved in 3 or 4 videos. You can continuously watch on them. Thank you very much.